Welcome to Cassidy's Post. I'm Ed Cassidy. Forget both sides of the aisle. It's like having Al Capone on one side and Lucky Luciano on the other side. And it doesn't matter what side you put them on. They both answer to the commission. We're all bankers.
Smithing and do all kinds of things.
You even sell guns.
We even, well,
go to the rabble slave with a weapon. Disarm him. Get the guards. Disarm him immediately. Whereas one of the slaves has a weapon. Raise the alarm.
I wanna be crazy, crazy like Alex Jones, and yet have enough gumption without a presumption to know what's going on. Then I can throw bananas at the global clowns and hear aristocratic moans. I wanna be crazy, crazy like Alex Jones. I went looking one day on the internet just to see what I could find, when I heard this talk show maniac just proudly speaking his mind. It was really wild, but the more I heard, it made a whole lot of sense to me. I want to thank you, Alex, for opening my eyes and helping the blind to see. I want to be crazy, crazy like Alex Jones, and yet have enough gumption without a presumption to know what's going on. Then I can throw bananas at the global clowns and hear aristocratic moans. I want to be crazy, crazy like Alex Jones. All the talking heads on the TV screen with an arrogant sophistication, talking about what's been a-going on around the world and here in our nation. They all seem to turn like a pack of wolves when Alex goes on the air. In spite of the facts, they launch their attacks, and I just don't think it's fair. I want to be crazy, crazy like Alex Jones, and yet have enough gumption without a presumption to know what's going on. Then I can throw bananas at the global clowns and hear aristocratic moans. I want to be crazy, crazy like Alex Jones. Yeah, I want to be crazy, crazy like Alex Jones.
You know what I have to say to you. Get ready, because this is history. It repeats itself.
I'm a blind man. I'm a blind man.
SeaWorld in San Antonio, Texas, owned by Anheuser-Busch, biometrically scanning those that enter the park for absolutely no reason. It was a photo ID, but now you've got to scan biometrically. And big corporations have lined up to sell biometrics and RFID to the population in preparation of the new national sales tax, new international taxes, and to track and trace everything we buy, sell, and do.
Welcome back to the most news in the morning. The government taking a big new step, looking to build a huge database of people's physical characteristics. The FBI is taking on $1 billion project to gather fingerprints, palm patterns, even digital pictures of faces. Eventually, it could expand to include iris patterns, face shape patterns, scars, even information about how you walk and talk. It's called biometrics.
But it's worse than that. We're already in this global union. We're already in global architecture. We're already in the international community, which is unelected, unaccountable, and controlled by transnational entities that call themselves banks, but they're not banks. They are charlatans, they are con artists, they are confidence men, very old families, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, and a dozen other organizations, but that's the power axis, those two families. And they have nurtured this idea that their power has declined. I assure you, it has only increased, because well-managed power, if it's ruthless, will only continue to enlarge itself at the expense of the masses of people.
2009 is also the first year of global governance, with the establishment of the G20 in the middle of the financial crisis. The climate conference in Copenhagen is another step towards the global management of our planet.
Of it, folks. I got another one here where in the future, if you want to go in the hospital, you got to have a chip, and they're already saying they'll give people better beds and discounts if they'll take a chip. Oh, you don't have money to get in the hospital? We have a federal grant. How's half price on that surgery? Just take a chip. Why? Why take a chip? Why? Anything to incentivize, anything to break the ice.
To think something so small can connect you to everything that matters.
When your life and all you love are on the line.
HealthLink is always with you when every second counts in the emergency room.
Well, forget about clicking the mouse or the remote control. No need for that keyboard no longer. Your brainwaves will do the work. All according to researchers at Intel. The possibility, they say, is not too far off, but there is a catch. You have to implant a chip inside your brain. A good idea?
The accused, I'm not hearing all voices. We cut you off a moment ago. This is Alex Jones from Austin, Texas, a radio talk show host.
Yes, sir, with Infowars.com. Both candidates are cousins. They're skull and bones. They're bringing in big government and tyranny. The evidence is clear. The military-industrial complex was intimately involved in 9/11. The commission is a complete fraud. We're losing our freedoms. Both parties are controlled. And if we don't wake up and stand up and speak out, this country's going to be destroyed. Giving up liberty only gives us tyranny. It does not give us security. And I hope that everybody out there wakes up to this and realizes that America is America because we have the Bill of Rights and Constitution. Everybody should investigate 9/11 and find out who's really behind it. It's Bush's and the New World Order's Reichstag. And his cousin Kerry isn't going to save you either. Thank you, PrisonPlanet.com. Tyranny is enveloping the globe, and the United States is a shining jewel the globalists want to bring down, and they will use terrorism as the pretext to get it done. So that's coming up in the second half of the show. If any terrorism comes, it's from this government. And if there was an outside threat like a bin Laden, who was a known CIA asset in the 80s, running the Mujahideen war, and whose family builds all the military bases over in Saudi Arabia right now, and sits on the board of Iridium Satellite, he's the boogeyman they need in this Orwellian phony system. Free humans everywhere know what you're doing. The people have woken up to what you're doing. You're attempting to shut down the internet and the free press. You are failing. The cat is out of the bag. The truth of your world government has now been exposed. We will expose the New World Order. We will expose the global crime syndicate. To David Rockefeller, to the Rothschild representatives here, to the Queen of the Netherlands, to all of you, we tell you, you are not our queens, you are not our kings, you are not our gods. We do not belong.
Do you understand how dark it is? How far down the line we are? How late it is?